It is currently 5:53 a.m. Central Standard Time. I am Tasha. This is Waking Up with Tasha. Hopefully your morning is going well. You got up, ate a good breakfast. I just ate two boiled eggs and a turkey sausage patty. Drank a bottle of water. Ate some yogurt covered raisins. It's 120 calories. They also have chocolate and strawberry covered yogurt flavored raisins. It's like this is like off brand, but in this kind, great value kind, they only have like the vanilla. But in the name brand kind, I forgot the brand. I didn't ate them, but they have strawberry and chocolate covered. They're like really good. It's only 120 calories. So instead of getting is for people that got allergies, it got milk and soy in it, so and traces of eggs, so you can't eat it. And it got almonds, cashews, hazelnut, macadamia nut, pecans. So if you got a nut allergy, this is not for you. A nut or dairy allergy, you can't have this because even though it's real good, but you can't have it. So this is a healthy option, a healthier option than going to get chips or the kid that sugar craving. Other than going to get chips or candy, ice cream, or something like that, give you a little healthier option. It's only 120 calories. But yep, that's what I had for breakfast. Hopefully you're up eating breakfast, doing good. Make sure everything is okay with you guys. But to kick this, happy birthday, forgot. Happy birthday to my birthday people today. Celebrating a birthday. Happy belated birthday to the people that have celebrated birthday this month, this week so far, this past weekend, whatever. But happy belated birthday to you. Celebrate yourself. Some people celebrate their birthday all month. But this is the last day of the month. It's March 31st. So this month is over, going into April 1st. Tomorrow is April Fool's Day. So tomorrow is April 1st. Do people still do April Fool's Day? Some people, I don't know if the little kids do it, but tomorrow is April Fool's Day. But celebrate yourself if you celebrate your birthday. Have some fun. Find something to do on your birthday, on your born day, on your Earth Day. So, but getting into this, got some daily affirmations for today, Black History fact, and a couple other news stories I'm going to talk about. But the few daily affirmations for today are: I put my energy into things that matter. Put my energy into things that matter. Number 2, I welcome all new opportunities and experiences. I welcome all new opportunities and experiences. Excuse me. I am a winner. And the last one is I am a winner. Black History fact: in 1854, John Mercer Langston nobly became the first African American lawyer in the state of Ohio. He went on to serve as vice president of Howard University. He was also the first African American from Virginia to become elected to the public office, specifically to the United States Congress. So that's the Black History fact for today. And the daily affirmations, some news. 12 foods that should be refrigerated. Well, this is a little sidebar, but 12 foods that should be refrigerated that you didn't know that should be refrigerated. Some of them you do, but natural peanut butter, nuts, and nut flour. I never heard of nut flour, but obviously it exists. Maple syrup, overripe bananas, which I didn't know, overripe bananas, tahini, whatever that is, vegetable oils, lemons and limes, corn on the cob, apples, ripe avocados, eggs, and tortillas. Those are 12 foods that should be refrigerated that you probably didn't know that should be refrigerated. Again, natural peanut butter, nuts/nut flour, maple syrup, overripe bananas, tahini, vegetable oil, lemons and limes, corn on the cob, apples, ripe avocados, eggs, and tortillas. And those are 12 foods that should be refrigerated. All right, going into some other stuff. Suspect was arrested in Friday night Montgomery homicide. Victim had been identified, investigated. The investigation started around 8:30 p.m. Friday night after police responded to the 900 block of Union Street on reports that someone had been shot. First responders found victim. He wasn't alive from a gunshot wound. The victim was Kevin Pettis. He was 39 of Montgomery. Roderick Purvis, 34, was identified and taken into custody within minutes and charged with murder. And the Montgomery Police Department investigators said he was taken into custody minutes after they got onto the scene and found that the victim was unalived. And they found that Robert Purvis, he was charged with murder. He's 34 of Montgomery. Purvis, he's being held at Montgomery County Detention Facility. Some other news, 63 arrests during an FBI operation in Montgomery. There were 63 arrests during an FBI operation in Montgomery. It was a 2-week operation that led to 63 arrests in Montgomery. This is Alabama. After FBI, along with state and local officers, for they call it Operation Southern Star. Again made 63 arrests. They seized 52 guns, 40 drugs. They didn't say what type of drugs, and over $10,000 in cash. Let's see. That was the last story. I think this is the last one. The last story. Remains of a banker missing since 1999 was found on California beach by family looking for seashells. Partial remains found on California beach 4 years ago have been identified as those of a former banker who vanished in 1999. The family was looking for seashells on Salmon Creek Beach in Sonoma County. And this happened I think it was in June 2022, when they came across a long bone contained surgical hardware. The DNA Due Project said in the news release, when the agency and its partners worked on the case for years and had finally identified the remains as those of Walter Carl Kinney. He was 59, a former banker who lived near Santa Rosa. The remains were identified using X-ray records as those of Walter Carl Kinney. He also had a daughter that had been looking for him since August of 1999, and when it eventually found out who he was. They let the daughter know about finding his remains. So that's story number 3. So that's the news, the Black History Fact, the daily affirmations for today. Hopefully you guys are taking care of yourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Get some self-care in, doing some yoga to relax, meditation to relieve stress. Working out also relieves stress. It helps with anxiety. Working out helps with anxiety. It helps with stress. Helps with keeping your body physically straight. So working out helps with a lot of stuff. So make sure we're working out 3 to 5 days a week. 3 to 5 days a week. 30 minutes each day. 30 minutes each day. I prefer 5. If you're going to do it, if you're just a beginner, don't start out. Most people start out walking, which is good because that's how I started. I started out walking. I just worked my way up when I felt like walking wasn't doing anything, but it's always doing something. A lot of people walk. Most people do start out walking. Some people jog. Some people like biking. Some people like running. If you can run, I jog because my some people got bad knees, and jogging and running hurts your knees if you're older and you got knee issues. But I prefer jogging. It's slow. It's a slow jog, but I can jog for 2 minutes, up to 2 minutes straight without stopping. But which is, thank God for that. But I normally do it during the summers. But working out 3 to 5 days a week. If you go to the gym, go to the gym. If you got a gym membership, do that. Some people get gym memberships and don't go to the gym. But I ended up buying my own workout equipment, working out at home. Free workouts on YouTube. I do Fit by Mick. Fit by Mick. Her name is Michaela. She got different workouts on there for the women. I don't think dudes want to do that, but it's workouts that men can do. Also on YouTube, that's free. Bought my little workout equipment to do my stuff, because I got like other workout DVDs that I don't use. I probably should start using. I probably start doing it on the weekend that I could use. But I got a lot of them. Got some yoga workouts and some other stuff that I could be using. Also, which I probably will do, I got some like Tabo stuff that I ain't never used that I could be doing. That's like cardio, but they say strength training is good, so you can build muscle, especially in your older age. You start losing muscle mass, so do some strength training to build your muscles. And then gotta be heavy weights. I got 3-pound weights. I got 5 pounds, 8 and 10 and 15. So it's 3s, 5, 8s, 10s, and 15s. So that's 5 sets. But I don't know. I might go up to 20s. It depends, because depends on how I feel. Because I think my body's kind of getting used to the 15s. It's getting easier to use them. But I ain't trying to hurt myself. But they say light weights are good. That's why I was on the Today Show, they was talking about it. But they said light weights, but which would be 3s, 5s, 8s, and 10s. And some of that, sometimes that's too heavy for some people. But the 10s are like easy for me. The 15s I'm getting to the point where the 15s, they used to be hard, but now it's getting like to the point where it's getting a little bit easier, because I've been doing it for a minute, working out with them 15s. But Michaela, she don't do more than 15s. And I think I'm going to just keep it that way, because I am 46. So I just stick with the 15s. Might can go up to 20 if I feel like it. We'll see. But trying to get my son working out, get him to be more active, doing something more active, because I need to lose weight. He need to lose weight, get in shape. But he's younger. He 18, so this is the time to do it. You don't want to wait till you get old. And thank God I don't have that many issues. I got one problem, but that's arthritis, and this from inflammation. If I stop eating sweets, I don't have no problems. Stop eating sugar, it goes away. So if you are dealing with inflammation or arthritis, cut out the sweets, cut out the carbs, cut out the sugar products, and you'll be fine. And that's just being honest, because every time I stop, the issue goes away. So I know how to fix the problem of the inflammation stuff. Cut out the processed foods and stuff like that, and don't eat a lot. Make as minimal as possible, preferably probably none. But this is okay, but I just can't eat a lot of it. But yeah, cutting out the processed food. Spiritually, going to church, praying, reading your Bible, going to Bible study, stay connected spiritually. Make sure you got that spiritual connection with the higher power, God, Jesus Christ, Heavenly Father. Make sure we're straight spiritually, emotionally. Learn how to tell people no. Don't be out here stressing yourself out and worrying about stuff that's honestly out of your control, because some stuff you can't control. So make sure you're straight mentally. Try journaling. Don't stress yourself out about stuff. If you are stressed, like I said, working out helps. Reading, go do something fun, taking a walk in the park, hiking and stuff like that helps. Also, writing poetry, finding a hobby you can do to relieve stress, whether that's yoga, meditation, fishing, painting, doing music. Some people like doing photography, taking pictures to relieve stress. Gardening, sewing, knitting, whatever you can find an outlet which you enjoy, a hobby that you enjoy doing, making music, whatever it may be, to have some fun, to relieve stress, and to like get your mind off of stuff, and get off. And another thing people need to do, get off social media. Don't be on your phone in the middle of the night. Put the phone down 2 hours before you go to bed. Put the phone down 2 hours before you go to bed, so your mind won't be wandering and strolling on Facebook, Instagram. Get off Twitter, get off TikTok. So that's a little tidbit. What else? Another little tidbit. Something that happened. Well, to everybody, if you're interested in a woman, I'm just gonna say a woman, because men, you're interested in a woman, I don't know, if she is not interested in you, take it and just let it go. Take it and just let it go. Instead of this guy that called himself liking me. He used to work with me, and I had already said once. First, it started off with him telling a female coworker, to come to me and say, "Hey, you got a secret admirer." Okay. Then it had another person. Tasha, I heard that you got a secret admirer. Here come another one. Tasha, I heard, this is all in like 3 days in a row. Tasha, I heard you got a secret admirer. I was like, I don't. Well, when the first woman came to me that he told to come to me, I was like, I don't date people that I work with. I don't like nobody here at this job. I'm not interested in nobody here at this job. I said, no, I don't want to be with nobody here at this job. that was point blank because there was nobody there that I wanted to be with or I wanted to date. I had any type of interest in that I liked at all. So that was put out there. Obviously, she didn't go back and tell him that. But then next thing I know, next part of the story, I was sitting down. This is like day 2. What's that behind you on the floor? Okay, day 2, my son came in. Day 2 of this story. Then I got gray hair, but then if anybody want to pay for me some electrolysis so I can get rid of this hair on my chin, you're welcome, cause I got a lot. But day 2, I was sitting down at the table on my lunch break. This is when I had one. And she comes to me and she's like, he sends her out here again to tell me, can he get my phone number? I said no. I was like, why is he sending you out here when he could come ask himself? I was like, no, why is he sending? I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, he can't talk for himself. And I'm like, no. I'm like, he need to come ask for himself. And that never happened, which was a problem in itself. One, you're a grown man. You can't come say nothing to me, which is wild. So, nothing was said, which people were still walking around, still talking about somebody liking me. And I got a secret admirer, all this. And every day, it built up, and I was walking around there, and I was like, I'm still talking. I don't like nobody in here. I don't want to be with anybody in here. And I'm not interested in anybody in here that I work with. So, and then I kept building. I said, I don't like people that drink. I don't want to be with nobody that drinks. I don't want to be with anybody that smoke weed, which he does. This guy what I'm talking about does. I don't want to be with anybody that smokes weed, gambles, which he do. He gambles. I don't want to be with anybody that gamble, smokes weed, hookah, cigarettes, vape, none of it. Which he does smoke weed. So he gambles, which I don't deal with people that gamble. So that's in itself. So we got 3 problems already, what goes against my standards already. And I kept repeating that over and over again about the drinking, the smoking, and all that. And here's the 4th thing that was wrong with him. Children. He had a whole bunch of kids, got grown kids and younger children. I said, I don't deal with people that got more than 2 kids, and then they can't be young kids because I'm done raising children. I'm not raising nobody else's children. I ain't got time for nobody else's kids. I got one child, he 18. I'm done with children. I ain't got time for that. So that's 4 already. 4 things that's going against him, which I kept saying over and over again, but I don't think people was hearing, he wasn't hearing it. And then the people that he was sending, because this is all around the job. So people that he was sending, because all she doing, the girl that he was sending to me, all she doing is walking around telling everybody. So it's all around the job about he liked me. Everybody know who he was, and that he liked me before I even knew who he was. And then I finally figured it out about who he was. And I had narrowed it down to 2. Then I finally figured out that it was the person that I'm talking about. But so that's 4. we done already added up to 4 things that goes against my standards, that this is not gonna work. So, and then I wasn't attracted to him, so that's 5. There was no attraction there. So we're slowly building up to things why it's about to become 6. Why I was not interested in this person. So we got the 5 things. Now, fast forward to currently. Well, no, going back. I gave this guy because I'm a food service worker. I work in food service. So where I work, he was the cook, which now, another thing I had told him, said was, where I'm back, I had said that going back into the point where I was like, I'm not interested in nobody that I work with. I don't work with people. I don't date people that I work with. He got stuck on that. So I'm saying this to move forward. But remember that fact. So now fast forward. Well, gave him the dude, going back, gave the guy my phone number because we work in food service. He's a cook. He was cooking the food. I was serving it out front. He's in the back cooking. I'm out front serving it. So I get this dude my number. Not to call me outside of work. It was for work purposes. Work purposes. So I said, here's the number. Here's my number. Call me so I can come back here because I have to go back and forth to get food and bring it out. And I'll be knowing that he's done with it. After he cooked it, say, hey, Tasha, come get this to take it out there to serve to the people out front. So that's my train of thought. The only reason I'm giving you this number for me is to, but then he ends up starting texting to my I forgot what the first text was, but he texted me something, and I didn't know who he was, so I ended up calling him. I'm like, who is this? And then he tells me his name. I was like, why are you calling me? And then he says it and says one sentence. I'm like, all right, bye. I cut it off. I was like, bye. All right, whatever. Then I'm like, okay. Then he texts me again something. I got home from work. He's like, just taking to see if you got home from work. I'm like, yeah, I did. I don't think I said it. I was like, okay. And then this ain't them outside of like one word answers, okay. And first of all, there should be another hint. If you texting somebody that really you could, if you get the hints, most men will get the hint. If a woman is not really having a conversation with you, responding to you, and giving you one word answers and not holding a conversation with you through a call or through a text, that's another sign that she's not interested in you and won't have anything to do with you. So then next thing I know, he ended up texting again saying, well, he ended up saying another text he had sent. This is like the third text after the checking to see if I had got home, and I was like, all right. It was like, okay, I ain't saying nothing else. Then the third text was, if this is after I done told him that through a text that I'm not interested in talking to him and I don't date people that I work with, bringing this back up. And he was like, well, this is after I said I don't date people I work with. And then it was a whole list of other stuff. But then he was like, if I didn't work there, would I be interested in dating him? I was like, no. Point blank, I was like, no, I wouldn't. So fast forward, I was like, I don't think he get it. So technically I blocked him, deleted his number from my phone, but I was like, he probably ain't gonna understand because he ain't got it yet. So something's not clicking. So I sent him a long text I was like, okay, repeating the stuff I had already said at work over and over again. I was like, I don't date people I work with, which at this point he don't work there. But I was like, men that smoke, no, you can't smoke weed, which he does. Can't smoke cigarettes. Can't smoke hookah or vape. I don't do it. So he does that. So strike one. Then he has multiple kids, which I don't do. Younger kids, if I'm gonna do date a man, he can't have younger kids because I'm not dealing with younger kids. He can't have younger kids and more than two kids. They got, and then if he does have two, they got to be older. They got to be grown, take care of themselves. Which he that strikes him out because he got younger children, and I'm not dealing with nobody kids. I'm not raising kids. So that's two. Then he gambles, so I don't deal with gamblers. And then on top of that, what was the other two? It was some other stuff that went against him. So fast forward to now. He's cool. The first lady that he's cool with that came up to me in the beginning and said that he had about the whole secret admirer stuff. So fast forward, and then this other lady that works with us that he also talks to outside the job. I guess they're friends or whatever. But she comes up to me yesterday at the job and says, "You hurt so and so feelings." I'm like, how did I hurt his feelings? By telling him that I'm not interested in him? I'm like, really? I'm like, most men would want a woman to be honest and say, "Hey, I'm not interested in you." And you, well, I'm like, what did he want me to do? Lie and say, "Yeah, I like you." Take it. Most women would have took advantage of if he was with the right guy, said like the right one. They would have took advantage of, like, oh, he liked me like that, so I'm finna use him, take him for all his money, take for everything that he got, and then kick him to the curb, and then he really would have been hurt. So I'm like, I ain't that type of. At least I was honest and upfront, like, yo, I don't like you. I'm not interested in you. So I don't see myself. This is basically what I said. I don't see myself being with you. And I'm like, this just point blank, and I've been saying it. So I'm like, it's not nothing that was new. He just wasn't. He want to hear it. So I'm like, if a woman's not interested in you, just take it and move on. I'm like, you're a grown man. I'm not the first woman that have not been interested in you or attracted to you. I know I can't be the first because I think you're like 48. I think the dude like 48 years old. So I'm not the first and I won't be the last. I'm like, your feelings can't be hurt that bad because I ain't never showed you. I was like, I've never showed you that I was interested in you or that I liked you at no point. A man knows when a woman is interested in him. Believe me, if a woman like you, she gonna show it. I've never shown him that I liked him in no way, shape, or form in the how many months? Like, I think I've been working at this job probably like 16 months now. In the time that I worked at that job, I never showed him in any way, shape, or form that I liked him at no point. So me telling you that I'm not interested in you, just take it, leave it. And then that's another problem I got too. He's going back telling females that what I said to him, and now they spreading it all around the job. So everybody knowing what I said to him, and then coming back to me talking about I hurt his feelings. That's another problem. Why would I like you when you running back to females and telling what I said to you? And that's like the third time this dude done did this, and they always get back to me like, yo, so and so said this, and then people, my coworkers coming back to me, bunch of women coming back to me, looking at me crazy. Cause I done told him I'm not interested in him. I'm like, what am I supposed to tell him? That I was and I'm really not? I'm like, that don't make no sense. So that's the end of the story. If a woman ain't interested in you and she tells you not she's not interested in you, take it at face value. Be happy that she did tell you that she wasn't interested in you and didn't want to date you. You should be happy. When a woman is honest with you, be happy about it. That's all I'm saying. Because some women will not be honest with you and she will use you and take you for everything that you got and then kick you to the curb and then you'll really be out here looking stupid. So, and you don't want that. So thank God, thank the Lord that say, hey Lord, thank God that Tasha was honest with me and told me the truth that she was not interested in me, and be happy because I was honest and upfront with you. That's the whole point of this story. But I'm gonna end it there. To me, so yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Y'all have a good day. This is Waking Up with Tasha, and take care of yourselves, love yourselves, put good energy out into this world. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with others. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others, and God bless. Bye.